But there is some good news, though. A K-State professor is on the road to recovery tonight.
That's right. Last week we told you he was the one person that tested positive in Pottawatomie County. KSNT's Dan Garrett is live after talking with him about his diagnosis and now recovery. Dan?
Brooke, Molly, doctors here at the State Health Department confirm all the cases of the coronavirus. Andrew Smith was one of the patients that did test positive and spent days in the ICU, but now he's back at home with his family and in much better health.
Yay!
That is the sight that greeted Andrew Smith as he returned from the hospital after being put in the ICU with the coronavirus, along with signs made by his family.
Lack of concentration and the pressure in the chest and the pain.
That was Smith just 4 days ago. He came down with pneumonia too and was put on oxygen, but now he says he's in much better shape. He was diagnosed with the virus after a trip to London earlier this month.
Cardiovascular fitness, that pulmonary fitness, that's probably what saved my life in this case.
Smith thanks all of the doctors and staff that helped him while he was in the intensive care unit. He says the staff at Ascension Via Christi helped him with cutting-edge medicine.
You know, our nurses were working so hard. I was the first one in, and they already had procedures. Each new nurse was the first time they'd been dealing with a COVID-19 patient.
Smith is not in the clear just yet. He's still at home, and there is still a chance that his symptoms could worsen. Now, Smith's wife and 2 daughters are also experiencing symptoms, but they kind of fluctuate each day, and they're all at home in isolation. Live in Topeka, Dan Garrett, KSNT News.
All right, thank you, Dan. Certainly we'll be thinking of all of them, and just good to see Andrew back home.
He looks pretty good, too.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
From
good
the
to see him.
older video we just showed you, too. I mean, goodness gracious.
Yeah.
And you know what? A K-State freshman is also recovering from the virus tonight.
On Friday, we told you Kennedy Mounts was diagnosed after a recent trip to Colorado. She says she hasn't shown any symptoms for about 72 hours now. Doctors say that means that she can leave her room, which you're seeing right there. She's all excited about that, but she will still be confined to her house.
It's really relieving to be able to go get yourself a glass of water, because I mean, for a week I couldn't do that, and being able to kind of leave the confines of this space has already made me much happier. I've just been able to kind of return to normal as best I can.
It is those small things like getting a glass of water that you don't realize the luxury of until they're taken away from you. Now, Kennedy will have to stay in her house until Sunday, and so far no one else in her family is showing any symptoms.